Beautiful spring day, relatives. So this story might be a little heavy, but I think it's a very important message for the awakened and the newly awakened. So please share to keep these stories alive. Once, when the world was younger, there was a hawk and there was an eagle. And brothers that they were flying together, overlooking the land. They heard rifle fire. And so they flew quickly to where the sounds were coming from. And they watched, with sorrow in their hearts, a band of the people running for their lives. Some on horseback, some on foot, being chased by a group of cavalry. The shouts and the screams lifted up in the air. They knew that they could do nothing, but they knew that what they could offer is the witness. So they landed on the branch of the tree and watched the scene unfold. They watched as the people fell, as some of those on horseback with bows and arrows fought the best they could against their pursuers, their attackers, until they too fell. They watched as the fight, over quickly, if it was a fight at all, ended. And the soldiers walk through what remained of the people, taking what they wanted, celebrating, holding their rifles aloft in their victory. They watched as the soldiers gathered their horses and left. They sat in sorrow as witness, but they knew that death was a part of life, that the spirits of the people in any moment would arise and they would go to walk with their ancestors in the spirit realm. For death is impermanent, it does not truly exist. But as they looked on, there was another small band approaching on horseback as fast as they could, warriors all. Coming to where the people laid, they jumped from their horses in cries of horror and rage. They picked up the bodies of their fallen, held them, singing the death chant for their people, for their loved ones. The sorrow quickly turned to pure fury and blind rage. And they stood up and began to gather their weapons, calling their horses to pursue those that had harmed, killed, slaughtered their mothers and fathers, sisters and brothers. They got ready for war. The eagle and the hawk, knowing that they were woefully outmatched in numbers and in weaponry, looked at each other and with a silent understanding decided between the two of them that they could not allow this. So they flew down and hovered in the air in front of the warriors. "What are you doing?" Startled, the warriors looked at them. "We are warriors. We are fighters. We are going to avenge our family. What do you ask us what you are doing? We will take care of this." The eagle and the hawk landed looking up at the warriors and said, No, there are wounded here. Do they not need to be taken to a healer? We are not healers. This is not what we do. We can do nothing here, but we can take our revenge. No! Again, the eagle and the hawk exclaimed, "This is not what a warrior does." Confused for a moment, the warriors looked between each other. This is exactly what a warrior does. Warriors are fighters. They are strong. They are fearless. They are brave. You wish us to stand down? We would risk life and limb to do what is right and what is just for our people. Again, the hawk and the eagle exclaimed, "No. Brothers, this is not what a warrior is. This is not what a warrior does. A A warrior is not just a fighter. A warrior is not just someone who lives and fights in war. This is not what this is. A warrior is a defender. A warrior supports. A warrior is a healer. A warrior is wise and just. A warrior accepts Spirit's command and outcome. You see, my brothers, the truth of a warrior is one who walks, uplifting those that cannot uplift themselves, protecting the weak, protecting the children, supporting and protecting the elders, supporting and protecting the culture, the community. Warriors are defenders of what is good, what is light, what is just within themselves. Warriors are not killers. What you saw of these soldiers, that is not warriors. Do not make yourself as them. Do not throw away your lives because of your fury and your blind rage born out of hurt and sorrow in your perception of injustice. Your loved ones walk among the spirit world and you will join them soon enough. Why do you hurry? The warriors breathed, confused at first. The eagle spoke again. My brothers, a warrior defends and protects love. A warrior is not a killer who can kill best, who can fight best. A warrior does not push against injustice, but instead protects what is just. Be a good warrior. Tend to your wounded. Mourn your lost. Bury what needs to be buried. A warrior always chooses life, for life is sacred. Protect life, preserve life, and only take it when the purpose is to protect and preserve the greater number. Oh, the warriors dropped their weapons and hung their heads for a moment. But they listened. They felt the swell of love, acceptance, and truth fill their hearts. And instead of taking their weapons into battle, they chose the greater battle to defend and protect those still living, to defend and protect all the other brothers and sisters. I tell you this story because I have been called warrior for years and years and years, and that was always hard for me because, yeah, I'm a fighter, but I don't want to fight anymore. I'm tired of fighting. Not as young as I used to be. Can't use anger as my driving force like I used to. Realized what it was doing to me and the behaviors and the actions that would come from it. But with this story, I understood instead of what a warrior actually is. And I believe there are many more warriors out there in the world that haven't really realized that that's what they are yet. And we need you. We need you to defend love. We need you to look at what it is exactly that you're fighting against or for. Because if all life is sacred, and it is, then should we not defend all life? All life? The four-leggeds and the two-leggeds, the fungus people, the tree nations, the plant allies, the water, the elements. Should we not be striving to protect these things, to find the love in these things. See, the wisdom that my elders have given to me is that the truth of the beauty, the grace of all there is in the plants, in the clouds, reflected in the faces of our loved ones. It is not in things, in status. It is not in finances. It is not in our homes or what we put in our homes or even what we put in our bellies. It is all life. There is a prayer that my community and I say on a regular basis, and it is an ancient prayer. And I believe that we are beginning finally to see the fruits of it. And I also believe that the more people that say this prayer and carry this prayer in their hearts, the more change for goodness, to be true warriors. This can happen. So here's our prayer. May all sentient beings be happy and free. Liberate them from their causes of suffering, so they may find their causes of happiness. My words are sacred, and as I speak them, they are created. Always give your prayer breath. And so it is. Amen. Aho. Even the raven answered to this prayer. So, what kind of warrior are you? What kind of warrior do you want to be? And what kind of warrior will you be as an example to others? Much love, my relatives. Have a beautiful day.